we are conducting, because sometimes I do conduct. Okay, so once again, we're just going to do a very small snippet here, because I don't want to infringe upon Marty's copyright. Because, he too needs to get paid. And all sorts of stuff. All that, yeah. Research copyright, it's actually a big deal. Okay. So, this is a communion hymn, and this is another one where our eyes have to dart all over the place. So, eyes on the accompanist now, who's over to my left that way by 10 feet or so. Choir is pretty much where you are, with the front camera, and then, you're getting the frontal point of view right here. I'll do 5, because usually we will get to 5. So, alright, so 1, 2, ready, and do 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 So, again, it's a case of not supposed to look down so much, because we have to be watching what's going on over here, but we don't know exactly until we get there, and we're in the moment, just how many verses we are going to need. So, got to look down to see where we're at. So, it's a lot of the distance vision, I guess, and I guess in this case, the intermediate. And the range of motion would be, looking down that way. So if you can see that. But definitely not using that right up close. But there's also going to be times where looking straight ahead and then just, looking down that way to see just a quick glance from the peripheral. And then in that case, you would be accidentally, with the progressives, looking through the reading part and getting nauseous. At least that's been my experience so far. Okay, last example will be the cajón. So, usually, let's see, I'm just trying to decide on a good way to showcase that. Give me a moment, I'll just keep this running. Editing's great. Okay, so let's move this down. Moving the camera. Okay, probably best to show it off like that. Okay, I'm moving the camera back. Moving the camera back. Okay, please excuse the mess. That is one of my projects to do this weekend, really. Okay, this is a bit unusual because I have the camera all the way over there. Usually the music is, a few feet closer. So I'm just going to move the camera up now. Yes, I'm going to mount it this way. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're looking at it this way. You can't see the cajón. Here's the cajón. But at least you get to see. Usually I'm about that far from the music, so anyway, you're supposed to be following the eye movement. This camera's getting what I'm looking at anyhow, so. Alright, and for those who are curious, okay, awesome cajón, bass sound, high drums, the slap sound. It's way too much fun. Okay, I'll go through these exercises because this is something that needs work and will have me going up and down concentrating. So here we go! Each knee's on sheet. Oh, wait. I'm switching to my favorite pattern. Excuse me. Well, as I tell my students, slow it down. I should take my own advice some days. Okay, and then okay, hang on. This is tough because I need to practice these more. Oh, perhaps I should preface. So, you don't want to be too close to the music. So I'm actually, okay, let me just measure here. I'm that far. Okay, let me move my arm. That far from the music, okay? And it's down, so it's actually, okay, here. Ta-da! So that both cameras can see that. Okay, because, yeah, you don't want to be too close, especially when you're playing something here and you might accidentally whack your hand on that. Middle stands hurt. Okay, going on to the next exercise. So, okay, so let's just do like an imaginary situation here. So I've decided, okay, we are doing, I don't know, pattern 3 for the verse and pattern 1 for the chorus. But I have to look at the choir director, who in this case would be to my left, and forward that way. And I want to keep an eye and an ear on the guitarist, who is on my right. So, because he is much more steady than me. Okay. And then the pianist would be over there if we were switching positions. Okay, so I said exercise number 3 for the verse. Okay, and then say that she, all of a sudden says 5, so I have to be able to look up and, see what's being held up. So, imaginary situation, because actually I get to do whatever I want so long as it goes with the song. But they're always going to be based on technique. Remember that, students. When we're jamming, it's based on technique. So practice your scales. Alright, so moving on. Number 3. So, 1, 2, ready, go. Now, say if somebody says, "Give me your brushes." And say she says, "Give me 2 brushes." And so the guitarist is waving at me to go louder, which is usually the case. And I'm getting the cue to be quiet, so I can only get that from the periphery. Hi, Maestro. There you go, short and sweet. But at least I can say, hey, I practiced cajón today. There you go. So, eyes, again, all over the place. We haven't quite done page turns yet, but page turns are another beast. Melodica, we could try melodica. That's the brand new instrument, but actually we won't, because, I don't do that often, really. Okay, so that includes the control with the contacts. We will be back.